Describe to me just what you are seeing in terms of market reaction on this news from the Interior Minister of Ukraine that a jet has in fact been shot down.
Well, let's hope that this is an isolated event that doesn't have a catastrophic effect on the markets in the big picture. This may just be the latest crisis du jour that we've gotten through each and every time over the last 5 years. But the big reaction's been in, we call it the fear index for a reason, has been in the VIX. The VIX was up about 4% before this happened. Now it's up about 11% on the day. So we've seen a surge there. What's interesting in the VIX is that we've had this latent fear overhanging the market. Even though stocks continue to make new highs or very close to it, got within like a 1.5 yesterday in the SPX, the volatility has not made new lows. So there's been a latent concern that there could always be some incident to flare up volatility, and it just happens this unique situation has done that today.
Yeah, and Alan, you know, the president of Ukraine, the new president, Poroshenko, has just come out in the past few minutes saying that he wants an international commission to investigate what happened with the Malaysian plane that has gone missing. Obviously, this is a reaction to this tragic news that's coming out today. But do you think in a broader context, a lot of bears were just sort of looking for a correction? I was saying earlier this morning, the S&P has now gone 33 straight months without a loss of 10%.
Right. There have been people looking for a reason for this market to come down. Just because it's at lofty levels doesn't mean it has to, but everybody's been looking for something to cause it to pull back some. Overall, things are still very positive, and if you look at things technically, the SPX, a move up to 2015 is about the next target from this sell-off that we've seen. If last week's lows at 1250 hold and we come back to the highs one more time, that's the measure move target on the upside. So overall, things are still very, very strong, but people are looking for excuses for the markets to pull back, and you know, this in the short term can be that. It's very important for me to keep an eye on not how the markets how they act, is how they react. It was important to see that we reacted very positively to the sanctions from Russia this morning, came back to unchanged, but we've given up those gains so far, so it'll be important to see how things react here over the next day or two, and if we can take out those highs that we haven't done yet in the S&P 500, the broad market, whereas we have done that in the Dow and the NASDAQ this week.
Yeah, so you're looking for the S&P still to go to 2,000. Just quickly, how much worse do you think this could get? Obviously, volatility has been trading at historical lows. Is this just a blip, or where do you think it's headed?
I think so. We've been trading in a long-term range between 14 and 12. Yeah. We're back inside that range now for the year.